Hello, guys. I hope you are okay and I hope you are well. Welcome to Tuesday evening news roundup. Over the course of this video, we are going to be discussing about Alexander Isak. Right now, we know that Alexander Isak moved to Liverpool. A possible move to Liverpool is already on the table. As a matter of fact, everything is now heating up. I think this is the news almost every. I think every Liverpool fan right now wants to get this kind of news. Right now, it's heating up, going by the fact that Liverpool have made it clear that they want to sign Alexander Isak. From the beginning of season till now, Liverpool have pointed out their number one striking position to be Alexander Isak. Anyways, we are going to also be discussing some stuffs concerning Hugo Ekitike. Earlier today, I reported that Newcastle have submitted a bid of somewhere close to 80 million euros for Hugo Ekitike, and as a matter of fact, the deal most likely, I don't know, but over the course of few minutes time, you actually get everything concerning Hugo Ekitike's move to Newcastle. I don't know, but Newcastle fans right now, I don't know what will be running through your mind. But like I said before, it's going to be almost impossible for Newcastle to keep Hugo Ekitike and Isak. It's almost widely unreasonable because Eddie Howe have played 4-3-3 all these years. So I don't see him switching right now to play 4-4-2. And if you want to bring in Hugo Ekitike as a midfielder just behind Isak, it means that you will lose a midfielder. And you cannot play him from as a wide player. I've not seen him play as a wide player. I've not seen him play like that. Right now they even signed Elanga. They have Elanga, they have Anthony Gordon, they have Jacob Murphy, they have Habiban. So they have lots of wide players. But anyways, we are going to keep watch on that one in the coming days. We are going to also discuss about Luis Diaz, a potential move to Bayern Munich, because right now everything is beginning to get intense. I think Liverpool right now are back in this transfer market proper, going by the fact that Jota's death actually halted some of our activities. But I think right now Liverpool are beginning to get their shape. Now, moving forward, like I said earlier, if Liverpool actually have in mind that Hugo Ekitike is their primary target, there is no way they will allow Hugo Ekitike move to Newcastle without a fight. It's not possible. You would have been seen by now Liverpool submitting a bid to counter Newcastle. Liverpool doing this, Liverpool doing that. But Liverpool are just quiet about this. It means that Liverpool's primary target remains Alexander Isak and it's not Hugo Ekitike. Now, news coming out right now from Sky Sports. It stated there that Frankfurt have rejected the 80 million euros bid for Hugo Ekitike from Newcastle. As a matter of fact, I don't know. But some weeks back, they made it clear that they will reject any offer that is not close to 100 million euros. Personally, is Hugo Ekitike worth 100 million euros? I will tell you no. Maybe in a few years coming, he might actually worth 100 million euros. But right now, I don't think Hugo Ekitike is worth 100 million euros. Come on, I think the market is just crazy right now, which does not make sense. So their bid, Newcastle bid for Hugo Ekitike, rejected right now. However, I think Newcastle will still, improve the offer and also send another bid. I don't know, Newcastle fans right now, I don't know what will be going on in your mind right now. Every Newcastle fans right now, they are just scared that Isak will leave. Isak will leave. I don't know. But as a Liverpool fan, like I keep saying, if Newcastle secures Hugo Ekitike, most likely they might most likely, sell Alexander Isak. I've never seen Eddie Howe play 4-4-2 unless he wants to start it now. I've never seen him do that. And also, if Richard Hooks actually have concrete information that Alexander Isak is not for sale, he would have known by now. He would have known because Eddie Howe and Richard Hooks were both, friends and they played together at Bournemouth. So right now, I think, chances of Liverpool getting Alexander Isak depends on if Hugo Ekitike moves to Newcastle or not. But the bid right now have been rejected. Now, moving forward, Luis Diaz. Bayern Munich have been keen on getting Luis Diaz. As a matter of fact, right from the onset, they have targeted Luis Diaz or Nico Williams or Martinelli. Martinelli out of the picture. Arsenal don't want to sell Martinelli. Nico Williams have signed 10 years contract with Bilbao and don't want to leave the club. Now they have focused all their energy on Luis Diaz. As a matter of fact, why do they keep bringing something lesser than the valuation of Luis Diaz? It does not really make sense. They have the money. They actually wanted to sign Florian Wirtz for 100 plus £1 million before Florian Wirtz chose Liverpool. Remember, Bayern Munich, Manchester City, and Liverpool were all in for Florian Wirtz before Wirtz actually made it clear that he wants Liverpool and Liverpool alone. So Bayern Munich have this money. So why not sign this player if you want to sign this player? Because right now, it does not really make sense again. It's just simply embarrassing. Right now, their second offer have been rejected. I think somewhere close to £58.5 million rejected by Liverpool right now. So it's clear, get this player with the full valuation or you look elsewhere. I think Liverpool actually wants to keep, Luis Diaz, going by the fact that Luis Diaz can play multiple roles. Luis Diaz can play up nine as a striker. He can play as a wide player. We have seen him play that multiple times over last season. I think Luis Diaz and Diego Jota actually saved us a lot in that number 9 striking position. They both of them actually finished work in that department. So right now Liverpool know this, and it's going to be very, very hard for Liverpool to actually reduce this valuation. Even if some persons have been saying that Luis Diaz is 28 years old, and 28 years old player, you don't value him that much. But that is not when it comes to Liverpool. That is it. That's not when it comes to Liverpool. Now, from this piece I get here, Alexander Isak to Liverpool is already heating up. As a matter of fact, Fabrizio Romano just reported it, some minutes ago, that Liverpool have now made an official contact this have now passed beyond paperwork. Liverpool have made official contact to Newcastle of their interest to sign Alexander Isak. I think this is what almost every Liverpool fan wants right now. Maybe our quest for Mateta might actually be a supporting striker. But right now, going by that news, it stated there that Liverpool are willing to make £120 million record signing of Alexander Isak. And I think, Newcastle most likely cannot keep Alexander Isak for way too long. Newcastle fans, forgive me, but there is no way Isak will be in Newcastle and win the Champions League or win the Premier League. It's going to be almost impossible. So one thing is clear, Isak will most likely leave the club. Lately we've seen so many news that they are preparing a new bid for him, a new contract bid for him, and they will give him the jersey number 9 and all that. But like I keep saying, if Isak to Liverpool is not possible, Richard Hughes would have known by now, because Richard Hughes and Eddie Howe are both friends. You get it now. So I think right now everything is beginning to get intense and Liverpool are back to business. This is what we need. Maybe after getting a perfect 9, then we can get a center defense. I think right now Liverpool is in good shape. However, Liverpool most likely selling Darwin Núñez if we are going to get Alexander Isak. There is no way Liverpool will get Alexander Isak without selling Darwin Núñez. It can't work, because Darwin Núñez most likely will not want to be a backup. I think that is the only issue that we have with Darwin Núñez. Assuming that Darwin Núñez will actually want to be a backup, then Liverpool will not have some issues with that. But right now, he does not want to be a backup. So right now, we are looking, towards some clubs from Saudi Pro League. I believe the transfer fee wouldn't be an issue for them. Right now, we are going to keep our eyes on that one. Let me know your thoughts about this in the comment section, and you will never walk alone.